yesterday. We like to circle around and follow up with each of these rescues and locations, evacuation centers, and just see how they're doing with our formula. If they need more, we like to refill them and just, see what they're going through so that we can, estimate what we're going to be bringing to them potentially this next week. Thanks to everybody that's out there today, all our supporters. We got some really nice donations in, which really allowed us to order additional horse herbs. The herbs are so expensive, but that's why within 20-25 minutes, solution actually works so well for pets. And so we get to bring that today with horses. And there's 2 locations we're going to check out. We're going to check out the Burbank Equestrian Center, and then we're also going to check out the Woodland Hills here. They're the closest ones. They're going to more horses there, and so I'm thinking we're going to go there first and check them out. And I want to be able to bring this. We've got 1 bottle right now, so I want to be able to bring this 1 bottle to the location that's going to be able to utilize it the most today. Everybody, thank you for going to the website and ordering the No More Drama for the pets. That was really, really helpful for us to be able to bring more products to them.
You can see the sky is still gray, but it's not as horrible as it was yesterday. Yesterday was just...
Yesterday we were able to package up 300 syringes for pets, so that was actually fantastic. And so let me show you today. The skies are really, there seem like the skies are clearing up a little more today. So, it looks like the fires are getting more contained. We do see that a lot of people are a little frustrated because they can't get to their houses yet. The police are not allowing them access yet. And you can only imagine what that's doing with people.
Yeah, the fires are still burning. They're not
Amanda.
completely extinguished. They're
Thank you for being
better
here.
contained, but they're also preparing for more wind coming up. So we're still not in the clear. There's still fires that are burning. There are some that were put completely 100% contained. I think the Kenneth fire is fully contained now, but the Palisades fire is still going. It's supposed to be less strong right now, so hopefully it stays that way. Did the winds get as bad as predicted last night? I don't think so. I think last night it seemed pretty calm.
Yeah, they say the winds are going to be picking back up Monday again. They're calm right now. Yeah, if you look in the
No, later today.
The screen. Oh, did it? Okay. But yeah, you can see the palm trees right now in front of us on my chat that are just really still. So it's nice to see that the winds are calm right now, because that's definitely giving the advantage to the firefighters to grasp a better hold on the situations in each location of the fires that are going on. So we're back in Pasadena right now, and we're heading to the Humane Society. Interesting, Dana.
Thank you, Bodhi.
Yeah, there's a lot of those holistic things that we can do with our pets that people don't even know. So all that information is fantastic to know and to learn about, so that we can share, pass it on. Okay.
Even if the kids are not in Scientology, this sick practice still put them at risk. Thoughts, shut the whole down. Keep up the great work. Thank you, Jatra, for your question. Yeah, obviously, the kids cannot consent to the practices. The adults, it's very hard for you to get in between what an adult wants to do with their time.
So we're here in Pasadena. I'm getting out and I'm just gonna run over there really quick and check them out to see how they're doing with the formulas. They did ask, you know, they do want privacy sometimes, so I may go ahead and mute and just turn the camera around. And I like to respect everybody's privacy, especially in these moments. Okay, so here we are. But we'll just go ahead and grab the outside right here. You see the people in line. And a lot of the people are here to help adopt, find out maybe about their pets. You know, we don't know how many pets have been displaced without their families. So let's see here. Yeah, so, okay guys, I'm gonna hand over will you hold my, while I go talk? I'll flip it to you guys so you can, there you go, that's on you now.
On me. Oh, look at them.
Get inside to capture content?
Excuse me?
Are you trying to get inside to get footage?
Not right now, because we donated some products yesterday, so my husband is in there talking.
Okay. You just want to check, because if you do need to go through and get videos, someone can take you through. So if that's what you're here to do, just let us know back at that table over there.
Okay, great. Then we'll definitely come over.
Okay,
Thank you. Yes. We'll go in there, you guys. Do you guys want a tour of the... I just want Michael to finish figuring out his thing, and then we'll give you guys a tour to get, you know, to get an idea of how many animals are in needs of rehoming.
Clear the path for me,
You know, like when people see what's available, maybe somebody falls in love, maybe somebody knows of somebody that's looking to adopt. There's a lot of different options. Thank you, Dana. Yeah. Thank you, Heather. Just people coming in, donating nonstop. Hi, Joe. Hello, Haggis Basher. There's a pretty big facility, you guys. Look. They can give us a tour. They'll bring us in so we can show.
Oh, really? Oh, cool. Okay. Okay, guys. So that was really special news for us, is the fact that they are using our formulas, and they're so thankful that we brought it, and they even are sharing it with a few other shelters, and she has our information. Okay, so we're gonna go on some sort of tour Serge found out that we can go on a tour.
Yeah, you said you were here yesterday, right?
Yes.
And you guys have posted a video, right? Yesterday? Did you?
No.
No, I don't
I
know.
mean, we did a video, but we didn't go inside. It was late.
Okay. We can do, and then we'll have someone walk you around. It will have to be pre-green.
Sure, yeah.
That's fine. Yeah, we're just letting people know. We're just, you know, we have followers all across the United States.
Keep raising awareness of what's here, and if somebody knows of somebody that has something, just kind of like that. So we'll do a quick thing.
Sounds good,
We
yeah.
don't want to
And
get
actually, like, this is 24-hour pet watch. That's where they're keeping up to date with any animals that are found that may get, stray, and so that they can be reunited with their parents. So that's the link too, if you want to share that link.
Hi guys, so this link right here is if you are in the Pasadena area and you've lost your pet and you're looking for your pet, you can scan this code here. It's 24-hour pet watch, and they're listing all pets that have been found that look like they've been displaced by the fires. So you can actually have this information at hand. So guys, all of you in the chat, if you have friends that are in the LA area that are affected by the fires and they have pets, be sure to share this with them so that they have it as well. Okay, guys? Thank you. Great. Okay, so here.
And the only thing that we would ask is that you're not on live when you're walking through the kennel.
Okay.
That's
okay.
Just because, just in case like there's anything sensitive or anything like that, we just
Okay, so we'll pause it. Okay,
Yeah,
perfect.
that's
Okay,
fine.
okay, thank you.
Well, I mean, we're not going to be live then.
Yeah, that's not. Okay, so they're not going to let us go live, and so we want you to see what's going on. But I'm just going to take you a walk around this area right here. So here, this is their check-in area, and these are all like, they've got it listed like cat litter, cat food, and yesterday when we were here, and there's actually human food right there, water, and you see like they're taking stuff out of here as soon as it comes in, and they're actually bringing them to other locations. You can see they're packed up to actually bring their donations out to other rescues. This guy here is getting ready to load a bunch of carriers right there. It's all so important, and there's some crates right there. So we're good here today. We would love to have taken the tour. I'm going to actually just share that with her. Hi. We're going to pass on the tour because we would want to go live so that people could see it inside. If you guys don't want us to, we want to respect that, okay?
Yeah, thank you so much. Sorry about that.
Yeah, because I'm sure people go, okay, we won't go live, and they're like this,
Yes.
All right, have a good day. Thank you for what you guys are doing. That's funny. We walked by this sheriff right now, and he must have been up by the fires because he smelled like ashes. He smelled like a barbecue. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and head over to the equestrian center. They're doing well here with the formulas right now. They are getting a lot of fosters. We just found out, she just shared with me as well, the young lady Izzy here that I was working with inside, is that they are now, a lot of the places, and this was one of the things that was a little upsetting when I heard it, and I'm sure a lot of people as well would be upset about it too, is a lot of these temporary housing people are finding right now, we're not allowing them to bring their pets, and that was forcing people to actually bring their pet to the rescues and the Humane Society so their pets had a safe place to stay while they are securing maybe a better place to stay with the pet. But this whole pivot with all the temporary rentals that are out there with the fire victims, that they can actually bring their pets, and I'm glad that people have dropped that rule in their rentals to now allow people to bring their pets. I mean, I just hope I'm live right now because it keeps dropping on me again.
So what did the girl say? The chat wants to know what the girl said at the that you went to talk to.
Well, she was sharing with me about the rentals have let down that law, a rule that they won't accept the pets. So a lot of people are able to now come to the facility, actually pick up their pets and bring them with them into their temporary rentals. And then they, as you saw that when we were there, they were packing up and crating up all those cages and carriers and all that, and they were distributing them to all the other smaller rescues around Pasadena right now, so that they can take advantage of all the products that are being shared,
Donated, yeah.
donated with their people. Because the smaller locations, a lot of people don't know where those are located at, and so they don't know to bring stuff there. So it's wonderful that the Humane Society is sharing everything that they're getting, and we saw that happening while we were there, where they were packing everything up to bring to those locations. That's their biggest thing that they're doing today, is really making sure that all the rescues around have the opportunity to take advantage of all the donations that people are so gratefully giving to the rescues. Okay, so we're hopping on the freeway right now. We're going towards Woodland Hills. We're going to hit Woodland Hills first and see how the equestrian center is out there, and then we'll circle back. And from there, we'll probably maybe get some other photos about. Maybe we'll be able to see that one fire that was in the West Hills. I'm not sure. All that burns. We'll see what we discover together.
Yeah, it's so great to see them working together.
So once again, I just want to say thank you to all the followers out there and supporters that are here. Thank you for all that you guys always do. One of the strange things for me is I have this friend who's down south here in California, and I saw that I got a text message from him, and I was like, people have been so graciously checking in. And he sends me a video about him and his mom having lunch out at the beach, and it's just, I'm happy that they're having, but it's like there wasn't one word of, hey, how are you doing? Are you affected? Is anybody affected? And it's just like, and I see that with a lot of people, even here in LA. When I was out yesterday, from the experience at the shelter or the evacuation center, is completely different than an experience when you're going grocery shopping or at a store or in a public space. And there's so many people that, they're not affected. Thank God they're not affected, but they don't even have a sense of what's going on, almost, that there's these people that are devastated right now with losing their house, losing their life savings, and not having insurance, and going through that stress and finding a place to live and all that. And so I say that, but I also say that because I know that I'm guilty of that as well sometimes. When we had our fires up in Northern California, we see it on the news and we see that it's happening, but we don't know the gravity of the devastation, and by watching it on the news. And so we just have a tendency just to go on with our everyday life. And it's just, it's just kind of it even brings me back to like the war in Ukraine. How's that going? We kind of like jumped off the news cycle after the elections, just because we just got so inundated with negative, politics and just fighting back and forth, that we just said, you know what, we're going to take a news break. And so we kind of stepped away from it. But then, seeing this whole fire experience and seeing everything that everybody's going through, it made me realize, wow, as I saw these people around me saying hi like nothing's going on, and they don't even have a sense of the devastation, I was like going, well, what about me? What am I not seeing right now? What am I not remembering right now? What's going on in the world? And I was thinking about the wars going on all around, and it's just like, well, I'm not even in touch with that. So we just, that's where I always like to these self check-ins, even with myself, and how am I contributing to society? How am I contributing to my fellow people? How can I contribute? and how can I pivot to be able to bring more, understanding and compassion for the people that are going through it, because this is one of those things here, and it's everywhere else that there's been fires. It's like, it's not something that's like here today and gone tomorrow. It's going to be back, for a long time for these people. It's not going anywhere for, up to like probably 4 or 5 years from now. Are they going to be able to rebuild and get back into their properties if they have the finances and the ability to even do that? But it's going to be a 5-year process minimum, probably, because it's like I lost, my aunt lost her house in the Malibu fires, a decade ago, and it was really devastating for her. And I just know through the process, there was like all these different emotions she went through and all these different stages. And then because we have fires, the city then decides at that moment, oh, we need to like change our planning code and building code for these houses to be less, be more fire preventive in the building material. So then they're rewriting the law so people can't even pull permits until those laws have passed and those new codes have been distributed into, rebuilding your home. So there's even that part of it that we don't even think about, that people that are involved are going to be dealing with, is the fact that a lot of these houses in Pacific Palisades, they were built in the 70s. They had shake roofs, that wood flanked roofs, and those are so flammable. And I know at a certain point here in LA, they just stopped allowing that, but so all those codes are probably going to be revisited right now and saying, okay, what can we do to improve the chances of a house not catching on fire? So this is a process, and these people are going to be dealing with this. And we're not talking about a few people. We're talking about thousands of people, thousands and thousands of people being displaced. And then you think about the families, we see on the news, the family and the...
Well, hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, I mean, it's just what I'm saying. I don't know what the number is. They're, it's just like they're saying, what's the estimated cost right now? And they're throwing out numbers right now. And even like people are saying, those numbers are thrown out. They're just guesstimating like what the cost is on all this damage and what it's going to cost to rebuild. But it's, going back to like the families, like then think about the kids. In Pacific Palisades, there was not just one school that was lost. There was several schools that were lost. So we've got a whole community that has been pretty much wiped out at this point that has to rebuild. So it's just the stress, the anxiety, the depression, the just having to deal with all that and being in the middle of all that is so hard for people. It's so hard for people. My heart goes out to them. And my godmother, who's my aunt, she evacuated as soon as it started heading towards Malibu again. And I saw on the news, because she had went to Ventura with her son-in-law, and I saw on the news the other day where they were showing Malibu and Topanga, and all of a sudden I actually saw her neighborhood, and her house was standing, but the house where I was with her just probably 2 weeks ago at her house, and we were talking about the neighbor. They had just rebuilt redecorated, redesigned their house, and it was so beautiful. You could just see they've spent a lot of money into it. They just moved into it just a few months ago. The house is gone today. So can you imagine that? Here they spent millions of dollars to rebuild this house in Malibu, and now in a day the house is gone. And I just think, I know from being in design and construction, and the time frame that it really takes to design a structure, the changes, the city planning, pulling the permit.
Thank Thank you, Karen. Exactly. We have less cell towers right now, so the buffering is more. I got an uncle that lives in $1 million home, still living with a trap on his home after the hurricane. Everything here is getting denied.
Yeah, I mean, Dana, what you're saying there is like, I was sharing that with Serge last night. Yeah, I totally agree. Can you imagine the people that have a house payment? And we're not talking about small house payments up in the Pacific Palisades. We're talking about very large house payments. And now they don't have a house, yet they still have to pay those payments. And now they have to pay the payment on the rental that they're going to find if they're going to be rebuilding. Or, so what do they do? How do they, where do they draw that line, or how do they take a loss? Or, you hear so many people, even like in Pasadena, I heard this one lady that was, with her family, and they had to like carry her out of the house. She was 90 something years old, and she lived in their house her whole life. And this has been, can you imagine what that experience has been for her right now, being carried out of your house in the middle of a fire, and now going back and your house is not there? And they're, if they're going to even rebuild, it's going to take 5 years for them to rebuild. So where is she going to be for those 5 years? And is she even going to see her house in 5 years? It's just the toll that it must be taking on people is just horrific. You hear all these different little stories like this, and it's so sad.
Well, the emotional trauma has long-lasting effects. Is what it is. And then think about Altadena, like so many working families, like where I don't know what this does to them, but they might not have been living in multi-million-dollar homes, but still, like, what are they gonna do now? Brush fire, PCH Topanga Canyon closed. Imagine losing everything. Where do you start? No ID, birth certificate, license, insurance, paperwork, etc. That's just so the basic. It's so overwhelming. Oh my God, yes.
It just caused me anxiety here. So
Just
read
literally
that.
gave us anxiety. Oh,
And this, can you imagine having to replace all those documents? Where do you start? I know that the hospital I was born in is no longer there, so where do I get those birth records? I'm sure there's the city location, but still.
exactly, T-Ray. Oh, and again, that is the power of community, you guys. The fact that you know that other people have been through what you've been through, and that have gone through trauma, that have gone through it, and that they see you and that they holding space for you. Like that's all that is needed, really, because there's so many things in life that can go wrong. Like, and when you have at least your community behind you, then you just know that you're not alone. And we are humans, we are tribalistic, so we do get so much of our emotional support from other people that that see you, that let you know that you matter. So thank you, all of you that are investing your time with us and are sharing this adventures with us. Like it's much appreciated, and your
Hey,
support
silly Sally. Is that what it
is
is?
very appreciated.
Still sassy. Still sassy. That's funny. Wow, did I really mess that one up? Where I came up with the silly Sally. Still sassy. So yeah. So what we've done is people have been sending us funds to help with bringing formulas to the pet rescues, and right now we're on our way to equestrian center right now for the horses. But on our website, we actually created 2 items on there for people that want to donate, towards this wellness, our calming formula, so that we can continue to produce it and bring it out in the bulk that we are right now. Yesterday we made 300 products for the rescues in the evacuation centers, and today we've got theirs in yesterday for the horse, so we got the horses formula packaged up today, and that's what we're hoping to deliver today. So we are doing all that we can, and even what we've been doing too is we are matching people's donations from our company, product to product. So if someone's buying for No More Drama Travels for the rescues, we add 4 more on top of what we already were planning on doing before we even thought about asking, or before you guys started asking how you guys can help. So, you guys have been so wonderful as always, just reaching out saying how can we help? How can we help? So there is that right there. Outside of that, I'm sure there's tons of places. We also work with a pet rescue called Marley's Mutts. And I mentioned this yesterday. We're going to be sending them a bunch of, I don't know, we even thought about maybe even going out there. It is a distance from LA, but what they're doing right now is they're having all their animals fostered by their members and their followers, and so that they can empty out their shelter to bring in these animals that are full of anxiety, maybe even hurt during the being displaced by the fires and being inside the fire. So they're actually right now all their animals are getting fostered by their members, and they are coming into LA, and they're actually they're rescuing the animals out of these shelters here in Los Angeles, so that the shelters here have space for more animals to come in, because right now there's so many animals going, that are being, brought to the shelters and all these different locations. So there's a lot of people out there, that we're connected with that are doing so much with this part of the fire. And this is just one little part, but it's a big part. It's our pets. It's furry family. We want to make sure they're taken care of. So that's what we're doing. And that's, and I think that's the best thing for everybody to do is, like, if you're here in LA, you're supporting something about the fires, find out what you're good at and help with what you're good at, because that's what they need. We need everything out here, So
There was a lot of volunteers at the Humane Society just now. I mean, yesterday they were turning down people because they were like, "Oh, we're fully staffed." Actual volunteers, not like
grifters.
volunteer ministers. Hi, Sylvia. How much longer to get to Woodland Hills?
We're close. We're close. So
Yeah, too many volunteers is a great problem to have. A problem I
hey guys, we're back live again. Yeah, with its, we've towers during this too, I guess, and so it's even made my connection worse. But we're here in Woodland Hills. It's a little crazy, so I'm gonna grab my jacket here. Let's see what we have here. Okay, so here we are, you guys. This is the equestrian center out here in San Fernando Valley. You see people are donating rakes, forks, buckets, and then let's see here. So this, what? I see. Oh. No, no, we have, this is our company, we do calming formula and we're donating this, and so we wanted to talk to CCFs if they would like this donation for horses to keep them calm. That's all natural.
Yeah, we can't enter the property, but the donation site's over here if you want to see that.
Okay.
Okay. Are you guys doing that? Yeah, come on over. I'll show you the sequence. Thank you so much, guys. It's very nice of you.
So, these people are so aggressive. Oh my God. So here, let's see how this goes. And if they don't accept it here, we'll go back over to Burbank.
Thank you so much. Come on in. Come on in.
Hi guys.
Hi. So we got a couple donations. We're gonna let you speak.
Okay.
Is there you want to speak to?
All right. But if you could do this stuff for me, and then we'll try to get.
Hi.
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 Can I go back there to write? We just work here, I don't know. Is that okay?
You have to say.
Hi.
Hi. So we are with Healthy Positive Labs, and we sell this on our website, and we want to donate this to you guys. This is our calming formula for horses.
Okay.
And it's all, the instructions are here on the back.
Okay.
And it's all natural. It's Eastern Chinese medicine, and it works like in 20-25 minutes, and you just put it in their feed with them in their bags, and it just helps take that edge off of the horses that are nervous during this time.
What does it do on grandchildren?
It actually works fantastic on. You can sprinkle this in their cereal, you know, and they'll be just fine.
They're malto meal.
Exactly. Here you go, kids. Yeah. So we have a lot of followers that have been donating a lot of funds to us to be able to bring this to the rescues and all that. And so we'd like to give that to you guys. And it's really, I mean, it's fantastic, and it's all natural. It's like.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much.
You're welcome. All right. Thank you guys for what you guys are doing. Okay.
Oh, thank you. I'm honored to do it. I feel blessed that I'm able to.
Yeah, we're happy that we have this company that we can, for the animals, we're hitting all the rescues for the pets and the dogs and cats, and so we couldn't exclude the horses, you know?
Yes, thank you very, very much. I
Yeah.
really appreciate
Yeah,
it.
this is really special stuff, so enjoy it, okay, for the horses. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
And take some home for the grandkids.
Yes, thank
You'll
you.
be amazed how it works. It is human grade, okay?
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
Beautiful. You know, you see how beautiful that is to be able to drop something off that makes a difference, because these animals are just, you know, you can only imagine what they're feeling inside. So there we go, you guys. Another one down, and then I think we're gonna go circle over to the other location. We've got some more herbs coming in for another batch of the horses, so we'll see how they're doing over there, and if they are in need of it, we'll definitely be dropping that off tomorrow as well. Yeah, she was really sweet, that lady, you know.
That's great.
The sheriff wasn't, he was a little aggressive. It kind of like triggered me. Yeah, it triggered me a little bit after my experience with the LAPD. You know how loving they are, right? Yeah, you know, when they hear that it's going to help the animals, not being me, when people start to understand it, it's something that actually, it's not a bucket, it's not, you know, and we need all those too. But this is like what I was saying earlier in my chat. It's so nice to be able to bring something that we do every day, and we know how it works, and so we get to bring what we do to the community and help the community. And we'll be doing this for a while. I don't know how long how long will be the
Well, I
rescues
mean,
will
think
need us,
about
but we're
they're
here.
all displaced. That's the problem. Like, like there's nowhere for them to go back to now. Like, oh, disaster.
Sunrise, dawn, the air quality, it's getting better, but I can actually feel right now I'm having a little hard time breathing a little bit just because it is a little smoggy out here. And I think it's because we're actually near, I gotta get the jacket off, I'm boiling. We're near, we're in the direction of the wind right now from the fire. So like we're on, so here's the mountains like this. We're on this side of the mountains right now, and the fires were on the other side of the mountain. So so it's blowing over the hill right now. All that smoke and all those ashes. Here, let me turn the camera around so you can see the sky. You kind of can see the sky right now. It's not as blue as it was where we were earlier. So we're gonna hit some shade right here so you can actually see. Yeah, you can see. So those mountains right there, on the other side of those hills right there, is where the main fire was. All along that mountain ridge on this other side is Pacific Palisades, is Malibu, and all that area was affected, burnt. I was watching this thing on the news, growing up here in California and going to Malibu and surfing, in Malibu. When I was younger, there was all these places that we knew so well, and watching the news the other day, just like I was watching the one where I saw my aunt's place still standing. And I want to say this too. It's like, how I was talking about the permits and the codes, building codes and all that. Well, when they rebuilt their house, they did take in consideration fire, all the fire, you know, um, products that are less likely to catch fire. And so they did have a tile roof on their house. They have, stucco on the outside. There was very little wood used, only in certain areas was there wood. But, the house next to them that I was talking about that was just redone and the people just moved into it, it was all wood on the outside. And that wood, the moment one ember gets in one little location with the winds and that you don't have fire trucks there, guess what? That wood's just going to soak up that fire because, especially being as old as these houses are, they are so dry. You can imagine they're so dry. So the wood inside, it's just, it's it's waiting for something like this almost. So that's one thing with my aunt's house is the fact that they did rebuild with as many products that are available on the market then, which was a decade ago, that were not so flammable. And maybe that's why her house didn't burn down this time. Yeah, it's pretty wild. Yeah, I mean sunrise. Yeah, I have bronchial asthma myself, and so that's why I feel it a little bit right now. But it's much better than yesterday. Yesterday, Serge and I both kind of had headaches, and we were even wearing masks outside. And even with the mask, it's still, the particles are so small. People think, oh, I don't.
The dog and cat one. I only see the small animal one on your website.
Oh, the horses is a custom order that we do outside of our website. So if you guys want to do that, you can just send us a cash app, and then that money will go to that. It's one of those products that we are going to be listing on our website. We're just having to go through all the steps to be able to bring it to our website, just as we are working on our new formulas for humans that's going to be coming out this year sometimes. It's just a process to get them up on the site. So right now the horses are all custom order.
But it is no more drama. It is just a different dose because it's all done by the weight of the animal.
And it's a powder form, and it comes in a big container of 500 milligrams of, or 500 grams of formula. So it's,
So it's half a pound, 500.
I don't know about that. I don't know if you do that. No, it's 500 grams.
I don't know what that is.
So the one thing is that the horse formula,
Those in grams and pounds and everything is just a mush. But it's 1.2 pounds. Hi, Lisa. Yeah, the thing where it gets a little tricky with vets is that they're not able to speak on the product because if they didn't go to school for that, they really cannot speak on it because it compromises their licenses. So we've been mostly selling at independent pet stores, a lot of different independent pet stores, and online. We definitely have like holistic vets that have embraced this, obviously. But with the veterinarians that are, very Western, unless there's like an in and that they're reaching out for it, we really don't bring it to them, just because we understand that is the way that they work.
speak.
My Chiweenie needs some calming down. Help. Yeah, West Coast Fancy Nancy. We'll just get some no more drama for him. You're gonna see it helps a lot with their anxiety, with separation anxiety, just any of those type of nervous issues.
Yeah, and if you guys order it for your personal use, you could use the code literally and get a discount.
Oh, good, Lisa. That's great to know. My friend owns a surgical center in North Hollywood. I'll talk to her about it. She embraces holistic medicine. Great. Yeah, you could always email us. They could always speak to Michael. They could always speak, we can have them speak to Dr. Kyle directly as well. I mean, that's the huge benefit of our company, to have an actual doctor that understands from a PhD level how everything, why the ingredients, how they work, how much, why this, why not that. And then his partner is a veterinarian. So it really is, they are just like complete animal lovers, and they just have such great insight and knowledge, because they have those two PhD brains, basically, one from the Western side, which is his partner, and then him as from the holistic side. Perfect, Lisa. That's great.
So we're back on the highway. We're going back over to the Burbank Equestrian Center, and I'm just going to visit with them today to see if we can come back tomorrow and bring them the formula. We're getting more herbs in hopefully tomorrow or Tuesday to make our next batches for the horses. So I just wanted to touch base, see how they're doing out there. And if you guys look at my chat right now and you look in front of us, you see that I've got the camera facing forward, and you can see how gray the sky is ahead of us. you know, and that's all the smoke, you know, that you can see. You can see the sky above being blue, and down below you can see the whiteness against the mountains, and that's just all those the particles.
Dirty. Ew. That's so dirty. Yeah, the sky just looks so dirty right now.
It's like them, but for some reason my phone must be on a different wavelength. It's so frustrating for me because I just want to be able to like show you everything that's going on, and I think I'm talking to you guys sometimes, and I'm not. I'm talking to myself. So I appreciate you guys hanging in there.
Hi, Laura. Love you back, girl. Yeah, we just left the equestrian center in Woodland Hills. Dropped them off. A lot of calming relief for the horses that they received that they've had to bring home. So that was really great. And now we're going to go to Burbank to talk to them. Bridge. I have to look at your website to see if you may have something for one of my cats. She has coughing attacks at times. Coughing attacks.
Hairballs.
Bridge, and this is another thing that we also offer on our website. If your animal has a condition or a situation that you don't see one of the products that we have already there addresses, you can book a consultation with Dr. Kyle, and there's if you scroll down on the website, you'll see where it is, and you can like book a complimentary consultation to check with him on your pet's condition. So if there is something that he feels can be done, we are able to do compounded formulas, so like specifically for that thing that your pet may have. So it is good. If you don't know, if you're unsure, that's why, you know, the best is if you are able to check with Dr. Kyle. You were crying so much for all the animals, domesticated and wild. I know. Breaks our hearts, but all we can do is show up and contribute and, you know, be part of the solution and come up with ways that we can, from our own position, help. It smells like burnt over here. Oh, good, Bridge. Yeah, just check out with him, you know, because that's the best way. Tony, yeah, if you go to healthypawsherbalabs.com, it is the one in Michael's channel. I don't know why the link is not working for you. We'll have to look at that. But it is definitely on Michael's channel, and the website is called healthypawsherbalabs.com. Herbal because it's all herbs. So yeah, let us know if you still need any help or if you have any other question.
People that drive that don't drive. That's what I call it. They drive, but they don't drive. And there's a geese flying over. So we're headed over to the Burbank Equestrian Center right now, guys. And we'll see what we find here. We'll just go in and have a conversation with them. See if we can figure out how to get there from here. Right here, I think. Yeah.
Exactly, Darth. Well, luckily all of you do. You know, there's people that are animal people, and I guess other people that are not animal people, but I feel like what's not to like? Nice, they have the little dog in the back. You can't go that fast.
Or they can wait for the car to pass instead of jetting out in front of it. Be nice. Nice plans. Okay, so we are. There's that there. Okay, there we are back there. Well, you can see a lot of trees down here, you guys.
Still sassy. You have a lot of animals. Damn. Good for you. You're by the LA Zoo? Yeah, we're by the LA Zoo. I'm surprised. I thought it would be smoky there too. Yeah, Elephant, it's better today. Here it is, Equestrian Center.
Here we are at the Equestrian Center. It looks pretty quiet here, actually.
It's probably closed today.
We'll see what we can find here.
Yeah, but we're close to the LA Zoo, right? This is by the LA Zoo, right?
Yeah, LA Zoo's back over there.
Equestrian Center that way.
Right there, yeah. I just want to see if there's any trailers around like they had at the end of the place.
Oh, I see.
Because that's where they do that. Let's see what this. It's going to be back in here.
That looks just like horse stuff. It's horse transportation. I think you have to go back to the Equestrian Center. That's where, like,
Well, there's a bunch of people right there, so I think we're in the right place.
but you just want to talk to somebody that can point you in the right place, right?
Yeah.
Basically.
so that we can bring it out to them and make it so here. Let me get this here. Okay, there we go. Hi guys. Let me see here. I just want to make sure that I am live. Can you guys hear me right now? Who's on the channel?